The attorney's name is Grayson. He has a mahogany desk and a window that faces a parking garage. He slides a document across the surface and tells you to sign on page 4. You sign. He hands you a certified copy of a trust transfer. Your grandmother's name is on the front. She died 11 days ago. You had not spoken to her in 3 years. The estrangement was mutual, quiet, and never officially declared. Neither of you ever formally acknowledged it. Now it doesn't matter. What matters is the number on line 7. $1,047,000. After estate taxes and attorney fees, $983,400 lands in an account with your name on it. You drive home in a 2014 Civic with a cracked dashboard and a passenger window that won't seal completely. You think about the number the entire way. You do not turn on the radio. The wire arrives on a Wednesday. You check the balance twice, then a third time. The zeros do not move. You are 34 years old. You make $61,000 a year managing inventory for a regional distributor. You have $11,200 in a savings account and $29,000 in a 401k you rarely think about. You have $18,700 in credit card debt and $214 left until payday. And now you have $983,400 sitting in a checking account earning almost nothing. The juxtaposition is not exciting. It is disorienting in a way you did not expect, like a room where the furniture has all been moved 2 inches. Everything looks the same, but nothing feels right. You tell yourself you will not make any moves for 60 days. You read this advice online. It is the correct advice. You hold for 19 days. The car is a Mercedes GLC 300. Loaded. The dealer calls it pre-owned. It is 14 months old with 9,400 miles. The sticker says $58,900. You pay $54,200 after negotiating, which feels disciplined. You tell yourself this is practical. You've been driving something unreliable. This is a safety issue. This is responsible. You write the check and it doesn't even feel like money yet. It feels like permission you finally have. The balance becomes $929,200. You do not track this consciously. You should. Your mother calls. She has a situation. Your younger brother has a situation too, though they are different situations presented in a single phone call. Your mother needs $22,000 to avoid foreclosure. She does not call it a gift. She calls it a loan. You have never seen your mother repay a loan to anyone. You know this. You write the check. For your brother, it is $15,000 to settle a judgment from a lawsuit involving a business that no longer exists. You wire it. The combined $37,000 leaves without ceremony. There is no paperwork. There is no conversation about repayment. You tell yourself family is the whole point of money anyway. The balance is $892,200. You feel good about who you are for approximately 6 days. The apartment lease is up in March. You have been in a 1-bedroom that costs $1,100 a month for 4 years. It has thin walls and parking that costs extra. A colleague mentions a complex on the north side. 2 bedrooms, in-unit laundry, underground parking. $2,650 a month. You tour it on a Thursday afternoon. The kitchen has quartz countertops. You sign the same week. It is 3 times what you were paying, but you can afford it now. That logic is the first place where something goes quietly wrong. Affording a thing and it being the right choice are 2 different calculations. You do not make this distinction. You move in. You buy furniture to match the apartment. $14,800 at a place that calls itself a design studio. The balance becomes $877,400. You stop checking it daily. The lifestyle has a center of gravity now. It pulls everything toward it. People you knew casually become closer. People you knew well begin appearing with proposals. A friend from college surfaces after 4 years of silence. He is building an app. He needs $40,000 to bridge to his Series A. He has a pitch deck. The deck is professional. The idea is reasonable. The bridge loan, he says, converts to equity at a discount when the round closes. You give him $40,000. The round never closes. The app still exists somewhere. The money does not. The balance is $837,400. You do not tell anyone about the app. Your social life is restructuring itself around your new capacity. Dinners cost more now. You pick up checks. You book the nicer hotel on group trips. You pay for the Airbnb everyone splits and then somehow doesn't split. You are not keeping a number on this. That is the problem. You are spending $6,000 to $8,000 a month on living costs that were $2,200 11 months ago. The difference is silent. No single purchase announces itself as the problem. Every individual decision feels proportionate. Together they are not. 14 months after the wire hits, the balance is $704,000. You calculate this for the first time since the car. The number surprises you. You spend an afternoon reviewing statements and convince yourself it's fine. You still have $704,000. That is still a lot of money. This is the logic that will cost you everything. Your brother calls with a business idea, a food truck. He has a location, a concept, a used truck he found for $28,000. He needs $60,000 total to launch. You negotiate him to $50,000. You feel good about the negotiation. You wire $50,000 and take a 30% ownership stake on a handshake. There is no operating agreement. There is no LLC structure. There is no documentation of any kind. 6 weeks later, the truck has mechanical issues that cost $11,000 to repair. Your brother calls. The repair is not covered in the original $50,000. You wire another $8,000. You tell yourself this is protecting your initial investment. The balance is $646,000. Now you find a financial advisor. You should have found one on day 1. You find one on month 16. He is not a fiduciary. You do not know enough to ask whether he is a fiduciary. He recommends a portfolio of actively managed mutual funds with an average expense ratio of 1.4%. He also recommends a whole life insurance policy that will build cash value over time. You put $200,000 into the portfolio and $18,000 into the first year of the insurance. Premium. At this moment, you feel like you are finally doing the right thing. For the first time since the wire arrived, you feel financially responsible. The balance outside the investments is $428,000. The business starts moving. Not your brother's truck, which is losing money quietly. A different thing. A storage facility 3 hours south. A contact you met at a dinner through someone who knows someone. The deal is this. $120,000 buys you a 20% equity position in a self-storage facility with 340 units at 71% occupancy. The pitch shows projections to 88% in 18 months. The cash-on-cash return at stabilization is 14%. You do not verify the occupancy numbers independently. You do not hire an attorney to review the operating agreement. You wire $120,000. The balance outside investments is $308,000. This is the moment the situation becomes structural. You have moved past poor decisions into poor architecture. Your remaining liquid cash cannot absorb another mistake. The storage facility distributes $3,400 in month 4, then $2,100 in month 5, then nothing. Your contact stops answering calls promptly. He answers eventually, always with a reason, always plausible, always just 1/4 away from stabilization. By month 9, you have received $5,500 total on a $120,000 investment. By month 12, the facility files for receivership. You receive a letter. Your recovery is estimated at 11 to 18 cents on the dollar. You do not open the follow-up letters immediately. That is how you know you already understand what they contain. The mutual fund portfolio has declined 14% since you funded it. You had $200,000 in it. It is worth $172,000. The market has been volatile. Your advisor reassures you this is normal. He is technically correct. The 1.4% expense ratio is quietly permanent regardless of performance. He does not mention this. The food truck closes in month 22. Your brother calls with the news and an apology that is genuine and useless simultaneously. There is no asset to recover. The truck went back to the bank. The remaining equipment was auctioned. Your 30% equity stake in a dissolved operation is worth exactly nothing. You write off $58,000 in your head and move forward because there is no other direction. You are now living on $308,000 minus the $120,000 already gone to the storage deal minus the $58,000 in the truck. That math gives you approximately $130,000 in liquid cash and $172,000 in a declining mutual fund. Your monthly expenses are $7,400. They have been this high for over a year. You have not adjusted them. Your job still pays $61,000 annually, which is $5,083 a month before taxes. You are spending more than you earn by a margin that is no longer manageable with a theoretical cushion. The cushion is gone. You move back to a cheaper apartment. $1,650 a month. The furniture from the design studio looks wrong in it. You sell most of it on Facebook Marketplace for $3,200. You paid $14,800. You keep the couch. The Mercedes is $714 a month. You are upside down on it by $9,000. You hold it because selling it means absorbing the loss, and you are not ready to do that yet. This delay costs you another 4 months of payments before you finally trade it in and absorb the hit. Month 31. You log into the checking account on a Sunday morning, $34,700. The mutual fund is at $158,000. Total liquid and near liquid assets, $192,700. You started with $983,400. You have 19.6 cents remaining for every dollar you inherited. The money is not gone in a single disaster. It is gone in increments. Each increment had a reason. None of the reasons were stupid in isolation. Together they built a structure that collapsed slowly, and then all at once. The advisor liquidates the mutual fund when you ask. After fees and taxes on gains from the early months, you net $141,200. You pay off the credit card debt you quietly rebuilt during this period. $23,400. The balance is $152,500. You are 37 years old. You have $152,500, a job that pays $61,000, and a clearer understanding of money than you have ever had in your life. The education cost $830,900. There is no refund mechanism. What you know now that you did not know then. Liquidity is not wealth. A number in an account is not a plan. The people who love you will present you with their problems the moment they believe you can absorb them. They are not wrong to do this. The problem is that you agreed. Lifestyle is the quietest destroyer because it never announces a single catastrophic decision. It just raises your baseline until the baseline is unsustainable. Investments made without documentation and due diligence are not investments. They are donations with paperwork that doesn't exist. The hardest part is not losing it. The hardest part is understanding that you lost it in ways that felt reasonable, even virtuous, in real time. You helped your mother. You believed in your brother. You tried to grow what you had. You made every mistake with the sincere intention of doing the right thing. Money measures decisions, not intentions. That is the part that stays with you. You did not inherit a fortune and get unlucky. You inherited a fortune and discovered, one deliberate choice at a time, exactly who you were before you were ready to know. Your grandmother knew something you didn't. She sat on money for 40 years and never let it rewrite her life. You thought that was restraint. Now you think it might have been wisdom so specific to her character that it was never transferable. Or maybe it was transferable, and you simply never asked. You will never know which one is true. That question doesn't have a third Tuesday.